So I received an email from YouTube this morning, and this is something that, if it goes through, will probably force most YouTubers from Canada out of the country and make them literally pack up all their shit, renounce, their tax election, and literally move to the US or elsewhere. This is how intense this is. So Bill C-11, basically what the Canadian government wants to do is impose censorship on the entire internet media system. So however you define that, as far as I don't know what you'd call it, but it's everything streaming, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Netflix, literally everything. They want to decide what you see because not enough Canadian stuff is getting shown. And in reality, it's because the free market and what you want is what gets pushed on your algorithm to your feed. So if you are showing that you're interested in something, or you go onto Netflix and you want to watch a popular show, but it happened to be produced from the States, you can see it because it's there. But with this shit, apparently with Bill C-11, they would be able to go in and make sure that stuff that's not Canadian gets suppressed. If it's not Canadian enough and doesn't meet the requirements, you literally will not even be able to get it, dude. So imagine sitting down for dinner and you're watching Netflix and you can only watch random French shows and obscure Canadian shows because, this bill has gone through and the Canadian government wants to pick what you watch. Or you sign on to Instagram and your entire feed is just a bunch of Canadian nonsense, how to fucking make the best maple syrup. I don't know. That's what your YouTube feed will look like too, apparently. And content creators are going to get suppressed if they don't have Canadian enough content. They will be limited on ad revenue, a bunch of different things, monetization, but ultimately the end all be all is that the government is trying to step in and gain control over what you see, as well as what content creators can even do. So as a Canadian content creator, YouTuber, etc., for me, if this shit goes through, it's literally move out of the country kind of stuff. And that's what I've been told by other big creators in Canada as well, who are kind of freaking out about this right now. So I don't know how to appeal the entire bill or the portions of it that apply to all streaming services, because I think the Netflix stuff, anything to do with streaming is absurd that they want to regulate that. It's literal fucking not stuff out of a movie that they're trying to do in real life to control what movies you see and what content you see. It's absolutely insane. So for me, there was a link in the email YouTube sent me, and they're concerned mostly about YouTube content, obviously, and the creators that post on their platform. So they're saying how serious this is, how it's going to could be massively impactful on Canadian YouTubers and pretty much fuck them over, as well as make YouTube and other social platforms a terrible experience for people in Canada. So there's a link at the bottom of the email that basically links to where you can submit a letter to your local MP. And fortunately, it's really easy. You click the link and it's an auto-generated email for content creators. You just put in your name, email, postal code, and then based on postal code, it will auto-generate all of the emails of your local government officials who would be impactful on getting this bill revised or shot down entirely. So basically, all you have to do is fill in your name, email, postal code. It auto-generates all the emails to all the different government people involved, or that you could, might have a say in this thing not going through. You click send, and then it submits it to all of them right away. And it's an auto-generated email that says, how it would be, impacting you as a content creator, blah, blah, blah. So I submitted it. If any of you guys are content creators, or even if you just care about this in general, if you could submit it too, I'm going to put a link in my story. It'd be much appreciated. And if you could send this to any other Canadian YouTubers that you support or follow, that would be helpful too, because their stuff, if you follow any Canadian YouTubers, you might not get shown any of their stuff if this thing goes through. It'll get taken off feeds, off algorithms, if it's not Canadian enough. And then maybe if it's Canadian enough, it only gets shown to Canadians, and international audiences, including from the States, won't even see it too. Because again, the way they want to make this work too is they want to basically heavily incentivize only Canadian stuff to get shown. And obviously foreign markets and whatnot are not going to want to invest in this stupid program that they are setting up, where it's going to be more expensive and problematic for them to get shown to Canadians and whatnot. So it's just like everyone in Canada is just getting fucked over. And if anybody is even out of Canada and they support Canadians, they're also getting fucked over too. So I will put a link in my story to it. And if you guys could go shoot off an email, it's like a cut and paste thing. You just literally open the link, go down, fill in name, email, postal code, submit, and it will submit to your local, I don't know, government people who are relevant. So this is, if you're a Canadian citizen, this is what you can do. I'm assuming even if you're not a Canadian citizen, you can probably still submit it and just, find a postal code in like, I don't know, Toronto, Vancouver, whatever it is. But that's kind of where we're at with this. I don't know how close this is going through, but I've never seen YouTube actually send out like a mass awareness email. So like this is obviously some serious shit going on right now. So anyways, and me making a video, like that's how seriously I'm taking it. I never make videos like this. So anyways, posting this and let other Canadian YouTubers know or content creators that you support. And let's get this shit taken down.